Alrighty, sorry, hello, and welcome back to some good old creative art bullshittery. Hope everyone's having a good day so far, hope everyone's having a good one. Sorry, I'm like a couple of minutes late. I fully lost track of time and was doing, some kind of like, fucking art exercises before stream, and just hadn't paid attention because the video I put on was a lot longer than I thought it was. That's literally the argument. So, hey you devil, hey you clap, how's it going? I was literally just pulling up like poses and stuff to do as testing things again. I did 2 quick sketches of just like different pose sort of things. Again, trying to work on male poses a little bit at the moment, because, yeah, I'm not confident in that space still, and I would like to work on it a little bit more. But other than that, yeah, so, I have no idea what I'm working on today, and I need to figure that out. I'm gonna say fuck you for being late, fam. Clearly gotta step up your game. Especially in a strategy game and mentally preparing for having to... for genocide's sake. Yeah, doing the genocide run's not gonna be fun, is it? Because it's just gonna be a bunch of characters, especially after doing like the not kill everyone route. I'm gonna be like, you're a precious child, but now I have to kill you. I should double check my topics, because I don't think I updated those at the moment. Yeah, I haven't updated those, really. There's something I saw this morning that I wanted to bring up. What was it? Can't say more cause spoilers. Get edged, hell yeah. I mean, well, we gotta wait for 3 more days and then I get back to it. I was tempted to start it earlier in the week, but I feel like I've mucked around with my schedule a little too much in recent times for similar stuff, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just stick to the normal style of like game dev and art and such. Like 20-30 minutes because driving a car. Fair enough, devil. Catch you when you're back. What do I want to draw? Because I do want to draw a little bit more before I like potentially get too excessively into a different thing. We do still have Gantz anime to potentially watch. If we want to do that, like maybe today. We also do have a bunch of other game dev stuff to look at. I remember we talked about in the past. I mean, there's still like continuing on with like the funny, whatchamacallit? VTuber magic cards idea. When we supposed to watch it today, I think the idea was to watch it on like one of the next art streams. So today is probably gonna be what it is if I remember to do it in like, I'd say give us like maybe half an hour, and then we can watch it. If I remember, or if anyone reminds me. So I feel like you want to do that sort of thing with people around so you can all enjoy it together. Yeah. With bells in an hour, hell yeah. I wanna try that pose. Draw. I don't think I'm gonna get this right, but I'm gonna try this pose out. Yeah, well. God, that angle looks horrendous like this. That's clearly not right. What am I hentai am I drawing today? I mean, at the moment, I'm just trying to do, like, body poses some more, because this is stuff that I do in free time. That's way too angle's so weird on the hand, too. Why does this look like JoJo? It really does when you kind of like look at. It's because I think this part here, I'm not getting this angle right, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm doing it too weakly or too aggressively, based on the art that I'm wanting to do here. So this is almost horizontal in this art piece that I'm looking at. It's almost like that. And then that part is matching shoulder comes down like that. This is Dio and you can't convince me otherwise, that's fair. I mean, I do have something to try and convince you otherwise based on what this is. Because the idea is this is curling from this point. That comes down like that. It's like Hmm. Maybe that was too far out. Let's throw it off a little bit. That's probably more like that. And then, like, this is probably rotated, like, a little bit more aggressively like this. This is a butler, a female butler, magical girl, magical boy. Oh, I fucking wish. Dude, I've been getting tempted to rewatch fucking Comfort again. After, like, our discussions somewhat recently on the topic as well. I think this part's too long, still. Like, if I take this, squeeze it just a little bit. The gap here is too much. The arms positioning needs to be moved to being a little bit thing. A little bit more here. I think the head needs just Still not quite right with some of this. This is the Peppy Frog about to punch you meme from a different angle. Oh my god, wait. I was actually intending... This is based off like a Valkyrie art thing. You telling me this is like her actually just getting up, beat your ass, jumping up, fucking coming down. So close. Yeah, Pepe, Valkyrie. I see the similarity. Oh, that tells me something. Proportions wrong there. Spare or something, because I think the general gist of what I'm looking at is it's basically like what hand goes here. Again, just being as lazy as I possibly can with this. And then, like, It's a Valkyrie sort of sword. It's the reference I'm looking at. It goes down across like that. Not saying I'm doing the Valkyrie sword part, just that I'm using it as the body reference. Oh, the face is way more flatter. I need to go down more here. I'm not gonna lie, head shape fucks me up sometimes on certain perspectives, I have to say. Because it just sometimes just refuses to work in my head. It's not as bad as like front on feet, but it's sometimes just... If you consider drawing a hammerhead shark head instead, what, like... Literally having to do this off the top of my head, so give me some credit where credit's due. Like that? Why does it actually look not that bad? Oh, that's fucking hysterical. Isn't it so much better? It ironically doesn't look that bad. What the fuck? Damn. I haven't even seen a hammerhead shark in like actual years, and I fucking randomly draw the head and it doesn't look like the worst thing I've ever drawn. Like, the head's definitely off, but it just kind of works as well. It's so fucking cursed. I need to fucking take a moment. Holy shit, that's something else. Oh god. That's actually wild that that's kind of worked. I kind of like that pose. Could also try and do that one. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's fucking hysterical. That's actually funny. Again, welcome to sometimes this is how art goes, is I make part of a sketch and I'm like, cool, I'm content with that. I do nothing more. Oh! You remember how yesterday I talked like a shitload about magic, right? As fucking irregular as that is, I know. I got bored last night after talking about that Tulane deck. yesterday. The Tempo Chilean deck. And I kind of played with what it would look like. Alright. Give me a second to just move shit around so I can see stuff. So I got bored and yeah, so I sketched it up as an idea of what would I make it look like. This deck's scary as shit, by the way. This is actually possibly the deck that I have that most looks both fun to play and also just insanely strong. Like, I was genuinely quite surprised at its outcome. There is a couple of changes I could make, and this would get better. But this deck kind of may just tempo out and win. And I was very surprised at that. So, as a little refresher, in case people are wondering, Chilean, Teller of Tales. 2 mana, and I'm blanking on the tilage. Bant? Yeah, it's banned. It's banned. So green, white, and blue. Vigilance, 2/4. When you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. You can pay 3 and tap to return target creature card you control to its owner's hand. This deck's kind of wild for the simple fact it's 43 creatures, no sorceries, and only a few instants spells as well. And not much in the way of artifact ramp. In fact, there's technically no artifact ramp. I found it really interesting because normally in these sorts of colors, you would play a lot of ramp spells, right? Spells to get you places really, really quickly. To pull lands out of your deck and put them onto the battlefield. The thing is, right, as I was thinking about that, I'm like, why would I? I'm drawing through my deck. If anything, okay, so there's a couple of things that exist in Magic, right? And it's a fascinating thing. When you want land drops, you want to approach it 2 different ways. You either want to have a combination of draw and ability to play additional lands on your turn, or you have spells and or effects that let you put lands onto the battlefield on a frequent basis. Now typically that's done by using spells like, we'll just say Cultivate or Rampant Growth effects, where it's basically Rampant Growth is 1 mana and a green, sorcery speed, you cast it, you go get a basic land from your library, and you put it onto the battlefield tapped. That is it. There are plenty of spells like this. Technically, I don't think I've got any of them in here anyway. But, there are plenty of those sorts of spells that exist in Magic, right? That is one of the big things that Magic has going for it. Especially in the color green. I don't have any of them in here. In fact, I barely have ways to get lands from my deck onto the battlefield. But Chilean solves one of those issues by doing 2 of those sorts of things at once. So I mentioned how the 2 ways you do it is you get additional land drops per turn and draw cards. That's what you do, right? If you are natively drawing a lot of cards, you want to have as many ways to put lands from your hand onto the battlefield to not clog up your hand. Chilean solves that problem. That's literally half his mechanic, right? Whenever I cast a creature spell, I draw a card, and then I put a land onto the battlefield. And it's not even tap, it's just put a land onto the battlefield. So I want as much fast, untapped mana as possible. The only caveats to some of that is that I need ways to utilize said mana, right? Which is where we get to the tempo argument. The vast majority of this deck sits at actually a fairly low curve of, barely getting above 3 drops. Now, as an example for this, you could argue we've got anti-causal vestige, which, by the way, warp is a perfect thing, right? Warp is the best example of what the fuck I mean by tempo. This guy is 6 mana. However, I can pay 4 mana to put him on the battlefield instead, but he exiles himself at the end of turn, but I can cast him again. Thing is, warping counts as casting. Why does this matter? Tulane cares when you cast a creature spell, so I basically, off one creature, get 2 casts of this dude. As well as Anti-Causal Vestige has this effect where it's when it leaves the battlefield, draw a card, then you may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped. With Tulane, I can bounce him to hand, so that dude can potentially cheat out things that might normally not be as easy to cheat out. Great way for getting enchantments out or getting additional lands out. Not as good as actually just Tulane himself, but it's a good way to approach some of that. Then I decided with how I was playing it, 1 ring, just so I get a little bit more card draw. Paramonicon, so I get more triggers on certain things. Specifically another thing I'll show in a moment. And then Cloudstone Curio means that I can kinda go infinite in some ways. There are ways for this to just bounce basically permanently as I want, and I can also use it as a control piece depending on how I'm playing. Which is, this one is whenever a non-artifact permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may return another permanent you control that shares a permanent type with it to its owner's hand. So that means an enchantment would bounce enchantment, creature would bounce creature, yada yada yada, right? I have a lot of great ways to utilize that, like just in general, and there's a lot of good spells in here, a lot of good creatures that can kind of just utilize things fairly cleanly. I also have some really interesting stacks control pieces. There's 2 of this kind of effect in there, which I found this fascinating, because this apparently is garbage to most people, but like in this deck it's pretty good. Is whenever a player plays a spell, that player returns a land they control to their owner's hand. Why is this good for us? Well, this is a cast trigger. Well, this one here is a ETB trigger, so it's slightly worse. But what this one does is it means that I cast a creature spell. I bounce a land to my hand. I then draw a card and then put that land back onto the battlefield untapped. If I stack the triggers for Tulane correctly. That's why this one's slightly worse, because this one is whenever a player puts a creature card into play, they return a land to their hand. So it's that's why that one's slightly worse, but it's still a really interesting stacks piece, because it slows other people down, but it keeps me either at least at tempo, if not ahead. Then, Primeval, like, I also tried to keep this deck relatively cheap, except for the lands. The lands fucking hit the price a little too hard. And a handful of the creatures. 1 ring is literally a 5th of the deck cost, so, you know. But Primeval Bounty is literally when I cast a creature, create a beast token. When you cast a non-creature, put 3 1/1 counters on something, and when a land comes in, you gain 3 life. Just tempo. That's good. Because again, the idea is tempo is to be on curve, ahead of curve, and creating as much value as you can while just maintaining curve. Now, another way to obtain that is to use the Soul Sisters. Alright? Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Lots of nice, clean, consistent triggers, return stuff in. I can gain pretty good, substantial life from that. It's also why Paramonicons in here is to partly abuse that healing system. I can heal a lot, I can do a lot. And the thing is, this is all really great tempo, consistency. There's ways to bounce stuff from my graveyard to my hand. and like do that sort of stuff, cast warp, gain good chunk of life. There's also something like God Eternal Ketra was one I found surprising, because this was actually a really good idea, which is whenever I cast a creature spell, I just get a 4/4 black zombie creature token with vigilance. That's just good. And then you kind of finish off the game a handful of ways. The two core ways to do it is with Champion of Lampholt, which is creatures with power less than this can't block creatures you control. And then whenever another creature enters, you put a 1/1 counter on this. So you can stack it up really high and then just swing for free, and the enemy cannot block your creatures. Invertly to that, and also alongside that, there is Creator of Behemoth in here, just as, like, I am here to end the game, right? This is how, in my experience, a game should probably handle out. Now, this goes to show, this is how I built, like, my Hearthstone decks and stuff, by the way, is I would play them tempo with 1 or 2 win cons at the top end, that are just nice, good tempo plays at worst case scenario as well. We've just shown all of these sorts of things, right? Now, I have Abundance here, which is if I would draw a card, I may instead choose land or non-land, and then I can reveal cards until I'd hit that. If I have no cards in deck, I can elect to choose this, and I would not deck out. That is an important thing to keep in mind. That is why that's really good. Now, why is that also really good? I can have something like Laboratory Maniac in the deck, which is also that draw, if you would draw a card, while your libraries had no cards in it, win the game instead. So I have several ways to basically just go, and here we go. And then I have a handful of ways to interact with spells here, a little bit of, again, almost all of these spells here are super cheap. This one's a fetch, this one's a little bit of interaction, this one's a little bit of interaction, a counterspell, bit of stuff out of the graveyard, pardon me, interaction, counterspellish sort of thing, counterspell, interaction. I also have counterspells on creatures. And the best part is, this is flash, so I can counter target spell when this enters. I can then use Jelaine to bounce it back to hand, so I have a counter spell back in hand again. And just to improve, just like really hammer home how nice that is equivalent to me basically saying, I can play something, I can bounce it back to hand. In that entire instance, I drew a card and I potentially ramped myself as well. This deck is a deck that I just might not, like, I might want to just make it and not not be allowed to play it, because it will probably just play so effectively once I get the commander out. But that's the point. I, outside of creatures, don't have ramp in this deck, and that's where this deck I think may fail. Because if the best case scenario is I keep a hand with like 3 lands and 2 mana dorks. And with that, I probably can win the game. Because like I would just need to find something in this deck for 1/2 mana to play after that, which again, we can look very clearly, the vast majority of the deck, 1 mana, 1 mana, 1 mana, 2 mana, 1 mana. And most of these, again, are mana dorks. There's ones like this as well, by the way, which is just as a preventative measure. Creature spells I control can't be countered, and damage can't be prevented. So you can't, like, do something too weird and get out of a fight, potentially. This was a treasure to try and design this deck. And the fact that it ended up with no sorceries was not intentional, by the way. The lacking of instants, the lacking of artifacts, all that was not an intentional decision. It's just how the deck feels nice to play. I haven't actually tested this too much at this point, but it ended up looking quite nice. Anyway, that's my big Magic rant for what I did last night when I was bored. I don't know, it just found really interesting. I also did design part of this deck. I don't know if I did finish it. A cheap deck with, Breya. That I have a bunch of the cards for, so I was like, I might toss some of this together. And it's also using a couple of cards I intended to buy, but I didn't know where I wanted to use them. Like Golbleez. Golbleez Crystal Collector. I really badly want to get this card because it just looks really pretty and I like the villain. But I have a bunch of the cards for this and everything else that I don't own is pretty fucking inexpensive. So it's not like, I think if I put in, keep in mind I haven't actually put in everything I own into this. I do own this. Let's see, I own this. I might own that. I know some of these lands Noxie has, and they'll be fine sharing it. Some of these as well, like this one, I know that they have, and because they got Edge of Eternity, and they're just shit cards. I think I might. No, I don't have this one. I'm pretty sure I have this one. I'm pretty sure they have this one. I have several copies of this. I am getting a copy of this. I have a copy of this. And I know they have a couple of copies of this and this. And then outside of that, like, again, I own the rest of these as well. So, like, the deck is probably, again, like a $30 deck to finish. And that's even with getting, like, some slightly fancy cards for it. So, I might try and finish this one soon. It'd be, like, higher on my list than I thought it would be. Just because it's a very different deck as well. That's why I want to finish these two. I want to work on the Angels deck because that's going to have Hatsune Miku in it. I'm also working hard on the other Hatsune Miku one. Trying to figure out how I'm going to handle this one, the Stargate one, this one. But this one, I'm quite content being very slow about approaching this one because I kind of want to get fancy cards for it. There we go. That's my thing for now. I'll stop talking about Magic for the moment. I know most people zone the fuck out with it. Look, it was fascinating to, like, sit down and go, I will do that Chilean deck. And design that, because it was fun. Have to rewatch the Magic part later? Nah, you're fine. It's just me explaining Chilean and, like, how I built the deck. And the decisions I made for it all. It's fascinating, like, how much the way I play card games hasn't really come through in Magic very often with how I've built my Commander decks because of the, like, restrictions that Commander decks have. Again, Commander decks being, they have to be singleton and it's 100 cards you're dealing with. So it's a lot harder to design the style of game cards that I like. Or, like, the style of decks that I like, because, again, how do you make a deck that's all about, like, just consistently playing your cards and just keeping up tempo when you can't guarantee that as easily with 100 cards? Because it's a lot harder, because no matter what I do, right, no matter how I engineer the deck, Commander inherently has so much randomized faction that it's impossible, right? Like, a randomized stuff going on, you can't do something with it. Guaranteed. So that's why I would like to work on that, like, more, and try and play around with those sort of ideas. Muy bien. Hey, how's it? What is... let's work on another piece again. Give me a second. I had one that I looked at a second ago that I was quite interested in. Yeah, thank you for compliment on the art. Even though, like, it's sketches. It's fine. Alright, let's try doing another quick sketch. Because I'm just feeling that energy today to just keep doing sketches. And trying to get better at, like, some of my quick anatomy. How do I approach this one? So it's like... God, something I saw the other day that made me, like, a little envious, by the way, was I was watching someone do some, like, drawing. And God, I really want to get a better tablet. Like, seeing how much easier it is to draw with, like, do one of the techniques I do with a tablet with a screen on it was insanely painful to see. Because I was just like, son of a bitch. Because I had to turn off a bunch of settings in this because it mucks with my head really badly. Like, one of the biggest ones is, like, stabilization. Stabilization is really hard for me to handle with the the delay between the feedback of it all, right? And that will probably be about here, and that will probably be about here. here. Probably a little better up. That's the end. Man, I love art partway, huh? Let's not think about too much what what this almost looks like. I swear this isn't lewd. That's the worst part of this argument. Like, this isn't lewd at all. It's a massive footer. Yeah, exactly. I did think that for a moment. It's like, that's just a massive penis. How to tell the reference I'm working from is AI, is that literally isn't how that would work. Okay, so it's gonna have to be like that. God damn fucking AI art not knowing how to draw anatomy at all. That's why you have to do, why you can't trust it. You gotta do it yourself. Let's move the hand to here. I swear this is not what it looks like. I'm trying to draw peace sign. Like that. It's obviously touching herself. No, it's hand on leg. What do you mean? Not, ugh. Man, I hate the auto mode. What do you mean? I think I need to take this, bring it down a little bit more. Work on it a little bit better, so it doesn't look so suspicious. Because it's like, hand go there, finger go up. I should have liked the way that this hair's kind of comes in. Alright, there we go. Hey, Flash, how's it going? Okay. Good, Abby. I'm alive. That's what really matters at the end of the day, right? So what do I need to change about this? The arms definitely look just wrong, somewhat. This leg's too far over. It's like, probably lines up here. Anything? Man. Look, I get the hair wrong. Body shapes are off as well, because it'd probably be, like, comes down there. Added road renovations? Don't I know that. You wanna hear something funny, actually, in relation to that? So, notoriously speaking, our region that I live in now has always been really bad for its, like, road-related stuff. Because what happened at one point was, in the infinite wisdom of whoever the fuck, I can't even remember who, if it was our council or if it was the government, they decided to basically let a monopoly occur with a specific company in this region to handle all the road work. The problem was, they would basically, what would happen is they would quote it, they would get like about the time they said it would be done by, not even be a quarter of the work done, and they're like, cool, we're gonna go over budget, we need more money. And they would just keep doing this, and the council couldn't afford to keep doing it. And it just progressively got so bad at one point with it, that like in the last few years, basically the council finally did turn around and go, you either need to ship out or like ship up or ship out. And they're like, well, you can't do that, so we can. And because of the legal implications of everything, basically what happened was they'd shown evidence that they had failed to accomplish about like almost all of their contracts. So now that company is forced to do all of that work in a short amount of time, unpaid. So that company has to fork it out and have to deal with it. And they have to resolve it as quickly as possible now because they're not getting paid for it, so they have to get the fuck out. To one of the best examples of this, the fucking intermediate school I went to. So to those that might not know, in New Zealand, you go from primary school, which is your like you're 5 years old to like 12 or whatever. Then you go to intermediate school for 2 years, and then you go to high school till you're 18. Or well, 18, 19, whatever. It's where you finish your normal school, your generic schooling. The intermediate I went to in 2011 or something like that. In 2011, that intermediate started renovations in relation to a additional lane that was going to be added, right? That was the idea. It was going to be 2 lanes around the main central area of our city. This was finished 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure. 2, 3, yeah, it was about one, maybe 2 years ago at most. This was finished. What I just talked about. The thing that started in 2011. 2011, 2010, somewhere around then. When I say this company refused to like do their job and is like broke contract, does this indicate how badly they did this by? This is a project that should have been done within like a few months. And in fact, everyone that was like the intermediate that was getting the work done on their end to accommodate that they were told they need to be done within like the year, were done within that year. They had to redo a bunch of the school while remaining open. And yet, these fuckers took, like, well over a decade to finish it. It's wild to think about with that. Oh, so yeah, that's your little fun like tidbit on that. So yeah, no, when you say road renovation stuff, I understand how much of a bitch they can be, because 90% of my life I have lived with them in my city. And then anytime you go like fucking Auckland and Wellington here, you're gonna hit roadworks. You're gonna hit roadworks everywhere. I don't know how those fuckers can stay permanently in roadwork mode, but they fucking do. Oh yeah, so to those that have turned up, by the way, since we've been like sketching today, just doing like general shaping. So this was the first one I did before stream. This was the second one that I was finishing as I started stream, or just before I started stream. Because again, I do need to work on men. This was the last one we just worked on a moment ago. This was based on, like, a Valkyrie design, but then I was getting annoyed with the head, and fucking, Clap jokingly said, hey, do a hammerhead shark head, and I did, and it ended up looking kind of nice, so I left it. And then we started working on this one. Yeah. I talked about magic as well for a bit. That's basically what's been the day so far. Let's see, reminds me of my junior high school when we were under construction the year before I got there, and then 2 years after I graduated, finally finished in construction. I know my high school, started construction while I was there, and like I finished it in the last year or two, which was funny. Which means that it's been going for a while. Decades, man, decades. The fact that I can measure that shit in decades is depressing. Town is now surrounded by roadworks. I forgot to bell. Oh yeah, y'all wanna watch the anime? Y'all wanna watch anime on stream? Let me... Okay, there's one thing I want to watch first, but then we'll watch anime. Have you all seen, let me see if I can find it. The new character trailer for Zenless Zone Zero. That's got, like, everyone has talked about this at this point, I feel. I only need to really theoretically show the first, like, 10 seconds of the video to you to understand why everyone's talking about it. Are y'all ready for, like, just everything this is? Oh my god! Yeah, that's... No, you don't understand. It's really essential within the first 10 seconds to watch this man bouncing on it. It's absolutely integral to the plot. Like,
Hello?
Monaco, we're back!
Listen up! If I catch wind of you bullying the mine workers one more time, you're gonna be so cooked! So go eat shit! Go and eat some food! You're back! Got all the veggies we need?
We got plenty!
Good, good. Well done.
Hey, what's that? I want to
What
try.
are these?
Yay,
How many times have I told you to eat vegetables every day?
But you didn't eat any yesterday.
You didn't see nothing. Why are you two picking on me? I'm taller than you, so I don't need vegetables.
And I'm just as tough as you now. Hey, I'm riding the wooden horse.
Better hold on. I won't save you if you fall.
Get it. 3, 2, 1. I'm going. Gross.
You know what's even better, by the way, of all of this? His shirt says no boners. Anyway.
So tasty. Makoto, thanks for cooking today.
You two. Don't even think about skipping the dishes.
Now again, everyone's just talking about those first like 10-20 seconds. The whole thing's actually really fucking adorable, but I just thought I'd share that because it's just so fucking funny to begin with, right? It's absolutely fucking hysterical. Like, they fully know what they were fucking doing. So there you go. You got buff hot guy bouncing on it. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw it, I definitely had a, like, actual go, there's no way. Wait a minute, Zenless Zone Zero? Okay, there's fully a way. These fuckers, man, I swear to God, they don't... They have committed so many beautiful, beautiful sins for their series, the game. Anyway. Y'all want to watch an anime? And review it on stream? One that I said we were going to watch, like, a fucking while ago? So this is, Gigix Anime. He has openly stated you can not only, like, fucking watch it for free on YouTube, you can watch it on stream. You mean blessings? That's fair. So, I have been really curious to watch it. I just haven't yet, and it's purely because I wanted to watch it on stream with you guys. And that's pretty much the main thing. So... It's only like 20 minutes, it's fine. Gigak. Actually, is it an anime? In Japanese? I think it's baseline Japanese, right?
You wanna come along?
At Euthagnia, you'll discover monumental history and miracles that only occur once every 200 years.
I don't get it. What's he thinking?
We are now arriving at Floor 1. Floor 1. Please be sure to take all your belongings with you when departing. The Cosmo liner is running on schedule. Floor 1 activation is scheduled to take place at
Seriously?
15 p.m.
I really wish you would quit going through my PC.
Activate at 9 o'clock.
I'm headed out now. See you, Dad.
What? It's a threat level 2 zone?
This is Floor 2. Floor 2. Please be sure to take all your belongings with you when you depart. Thank you for riding with Cosmo Liner.
I know you're worried, but I'll be fine. Have a little faith.
You have to stay here, okay? Promise I'll be back.
Very pretty.
Thank God you finally answered. Have you read
I'm
any
going
of my
now.
texts?
I'm going now.
You need to come home.
I know you mean well, but you have to let me do this on my own.
This is so exciting!
I'm ready now.
Understood, sir.
They like swap?
Today
Marks the beginning of my new life.
So confused already. I mean, I think that's the point. It's trying to be on the more subtle side with stuff. It is just 20 minutes of one episode, so there's only so much you can tell in that kind of time. Isekai? Well, I mean, it's Gant, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's... Oh, I would kill it.
Come on. It's here! This way now. Oh, please, come on, please! Okay, let's see here. 13 rejections in a row, this sucks! Email. Lucky number 14. I'm begging, not another rejection! Here goes. Dear applicant, okay? We'd like to inform you you've been accepted. Accepted! Yes! I got accepted!
Fireball.
Alright, that's not bad. I was never one for cooking back home.
Just a moment. It's almost done.
I always wanted to make meals with you. I should have said so.
Thank you for calling customer support. My name is Rin. What can I help you with today?
Hey, yeah, I'm calling about the thing you sold me. Uncle Chunk broke as soon as I opened the package. I needed it for tomorrow.
Sir.
Send me a new one right now.
Could you please specify
Quit playing dumb. I want to talk to your manager now.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, that looks like it.
That's fair.
Oh!
All right. I needed that. It was only day one. I'll do better tomorrow.
Dog.
Seems she's all right for now.
So, Daichi, you doing any job hunting?
Not yet.
Your folks run a clinic, right? Think you'll just end up working
If you
there?
get poisoned or fatally. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, not if I can help it.
God, that car power gotta be useful, huh?
I can't go. I won't go back.
Preggers. Shut up, Sweep.
Have you ever been to a festival this big, Rune? If they have the same yakisoba style as last year, we have to go.
That sound. Is there a festival happening?
Here they come! Two formation!
Yes, sir!
Nada, protect the egg, okay?
I will.
Where's that signal? There! Leave the rest to us! Don't let a single one through!
Yes, sir!
Ursa, what are they doing here? Rin!
Get away! Quickly!
What? Something's not right.
Oh.
On that day,
On that day. On that day, I found the place where I truly belong.
Ah. That's
on that
cute.
day, I became a burden on Daiichi's shoulders. That's why I can't go back.
Bin, come on, let's get going.
Right!
That would explain one thing I
Toasty
noticed.
warm, even though I'm covered in snow. I guess this is what alcohol does, huh?
Come on, Nin, pretty please. Show us some of your magic.
No way, I can't. What if people see?
Oh, but no one's gonna notice, and it's not like we're at the office.
Besides, isn't your magic a part of you?
You think so? Then off to the skies I go! Auntie, on?
Why don't you come over? I'm making curry tonight. Let's close up shop early today.
Sounds good.
Mochi, it's playtime!
Luna, let's go upstairs.
No, I want to stay and play with Mochi.
You can play later.
I'm not tired at all.
Then how about we play for a while?
Really?
There you are.
Thank you. It's lovely how much fun your family has together.
Another one will be joining us soon.
Oh yes, congratulations.
Daichi inspired me to come here, if you can believe it. I wasn't originally planning to stay all that long, but now here I am with a family.
I'm so happy for you. You're inspiring me to do the same thing.
It's okay to be honest. Euthanians can't hide our emotions. Our wings give us away. That reminds me. Here, Dai entrusted it to me. I think you should listen to him.
Hey, if you're watching this right now, An thought it was the right time to show you. I'm not sure how long it would have been since you moved out. Could be a week, or maybe even a year. Are you eating well? You know, I've been cooking my curry a lot, but I keep making way too much for myself because it was always your favorite. And I have no doubt you're working hard, but remember, you don't need to push yourself too hard. You can come home whenever you feel like it, all right?
I'm ready to go now.
Understood, miss.
I'm back.
Welcome home, Ren. Ooh, tonight's special's a Euthanian favorite. Dai's famous curry.
It looks amazing.
What do you think?
It's the best.
All right. That was genuinely adorable. I loved that a lot. So again, this is why I like looking at stuff like this, right? And I'll always stress something to the end of days. And I hope people understand where I'm coming from with a lot of it. right? A story does not need to be long to be good. Very much so. I need a rewatch. That was actually really cutely done, because they did something that a couple of series have done, and I always love it. So in case anyone's wondering what, like, the big reveal of this was that those two situations at the beginning were not happening in parallel. One of them happened in the past, and then one of them happened in result to meeting that person that went to there first. Good job! You know what, Devil, you're right. Fuck that. Damn, that actually just, like, hit really hard, though, in a lot of ways. I had tears in my eyes at one point in that. That was really good. That was really, really good. No, I liked that, because, so one of the two things that were, like, kind of nagging at the back of my head was the character that we saw there at the end that gave the phone over, right? She turned up on both sides, and I was like, okay, so does that mean you can just swap between sides freely? Then we saw her pregnant once, and then it swapped back, and she wasn't pregnant. I'm like, so it's either two different characters, or something's weird. I really, really fucking appreciated how simple a lot of the storytelling was, how much it just kind of, worked really, really cleanly, and it didn't overstay its welcome. Like, something we noticed a lot with anime movies, especially, is especially in, like, Ghibli movies or anything really, but it is the non-necessary need to explain everything. Do we understand how that world works? We actually understand quite a lot of how that world works. But we don't have, like, much of it explained. In fact, one of the most ham-fisted moments in that would have been the moment where they say, oh yeah, but we basically show our emotion on, like, on the wings and stuff, right? That's the only thing that's actually, like, I feel expressly told to the viewer. But otherwise, you can tell, like, that she went through trauma, that there's quite intense and difficult rituals going on. It was probably something like a guardian spirit, basically going through a life cycle thing, which is very common and a lot of that sort of stuff. It's so great. Like, I actually give a massive amount of credit to Gant for accomplishing to have a story convey all of the key details and not overstay a lot of things. I feel like, again, the only thing that felt ham-fisted was the explanation of the, like, saying that, yeah, you can see the emotion on the wings. Or, like, on the whatever you want to call those things. I think that was the closest to being something that was ham-fisted. I think you could have gotten away with not saying it, but other than that, like, I don't mind it. It was good. Because it really helped hit how hard it was and how it's like, honey, you need to stop lying. That was good. That was really, really good. Came out naturally in the conversation. Yeah, exactly. It was literally her going, stop lying. Where I can see. I liked it because it in the nicest sense, it's something I think a lot of us can understand is that, like, going out into the real world kind of thing, and regardless of, at the end of the day, it's going out into the real world and not having somewhere to come back to, thinking you need to stretch so much further than you actually do, and sometimes just having people to fall back on is really, really good. I gotta get some brainless fun after that reset mentally, yeah. I fucking liked that. I liked that a lot. I genuinely, I cannot stress enough how much I'm, like, very impressed with that. I expect that was, like, many sleepless nights, by the way, to write that. I fully expect that to have been, like, a hell of a painful experience. To accomplish that idea. Ugh. Whoa. But no, I definitely think that, like, that's something I might rewatch again later to go further into it. I moved abroad earlier this year. I've keep thinking about Barn for a while. Yeah, like, I think, especially if you've moved abroad or moved away from home, like, those sorts of, like, key things, I think all of that's, like, again, that's why I say it's a very relatable story. I think that's something that I liked the most with it, is that it is just genuinely, regardless of where you are in life, there is a part of it that you can understand. And a part of it that you can kind of, like, feel. Which is always a massive, like, thumbs up on accomplishment. Meanwhile, I'm drawing fucking random poses of anime people and putting fucking shark heads on them. Oh god, I fucking, every time looking at this, it's so dumb looking. Suffer my fishy wrath. Yeah, no, like, I'm genuinely so impressed with it. One thing that came to mind while watching it, though, by the way, and I'm sure some of y'all have seen it, is Gant and Sydney having an argument over Rule 34 for, the main character. Because, yes, there is Rule 34 of her. There already is. That was so nice. Is that a fucking happy shotgun? Like, that energy right there, Sweep, is exactly... What do you mean? What's wrong? I have no, but sounds wild. Dude, it's so funny. Let me try and find it. I haven't watched the full thing for it. But, like, it's basically summarized, if I recall correctly, as, no, I'm not even gonna summarize it. I'm gonna try and find it. Gant Sydney. I love how brother is the first thing that comes up. Gant Sydney anime. There it is. Just watch a little bit of it, eh?
Now, a big question that I keep getting asked. Elephant in the room. A big question that I keep getting asked in terms of fan content. Gant, what is your opinion on Rule 34? And of course I would get asked this question. Bruh, artist, it ain't even out yet. How do you know if this is something you'd even want to Rule 34, man? I'm just saying, you don't know what the vibe of the story is. You don't know what the characters are yet. You know, maybe it's just a nice, wholesome story that everyone's just going to want to draw wholesome fan art for, you know? How do we know yet? How do we know? Hypothetically, let's say there are some artists that are interested in doing that kind of stuff. Why do I feel like this is like the daughter who brings back their boyfriend or something? and the boyfriend looks at the dad and he's like, yep, me and your daughter are gonna hang out in her bedroom now. And me as the father is like, you motherfucker, I got my fucking eye on you. I got my fucking eye on you. But you know what kind of person I am. You know what kind of content I enjoy. It would be hypocritical of me to say that you are not allowed to do anything regarding the characters in this IP. You know, it would be hypocritical of me. Having said that, I am probably not going to be perusing it myself. I'm probably not going to be engaging in it myself, but I have no control over what happens to my characters. They are their own entities. They are their own things. You know, I have no control over that. You can do whatever you feel you want to do. I do have a request though. I do have a request. If you do choose to do so, I only want the best quality shit. None of that mid stuff, all right? None of that mid stuff. If you're gonna do that, it better be top tier shit, all right? Better be top tier shit. Okay? I ain't gonna be watching, but that is all I could ask for. Only the best. Only the fucking best. We have standards here. This family, standards. We got standards here, all right? And that is my answer to that. Dad has made his blessing as it's kind of what I feel like. I'm like, look, I know what's happening. Just don't talk about it in front of me. But
I also saw someone in the chat there say, like, ugly bastards getting through then. Ugly bastard tag win. Fucking god damn it.
But I know it's gonna happen, but I hope for the best. You better be fucking whining and dining her before you do anything. Treat her well. Treat her well, guys. All right? But I have no control. I got no control over that. What does Sid say? I have actually no idea. We haven't actually had a talk about that. I'm gonna phone her right now to see what she has to say. Where are you, hon?
I'm at the gym.
Oh, you're at the gym. Okay. Never mind. When you come back, I have a question for you, but I can wait until you come back. Okay. It's not that important. No, don't worry about it. Okay, bye-bye. Well, she's grinding right now, so I'll leave her.
She's gonna get back. He's gonna ask the question. It's like, how is that not an important question, guard?
She didn't tell me she was going to the gym. Yeah, that's all that's known, right? Hey, honey.
What?
Hello. Okay, so I had a question, okay?
Ooh, yeah.
Chat was asking for your opinion.
Jesus.
So, Barn, I have said that I'm happy with whatever content is made around Barn.
Dangerous, Gar. You shouldn't
at all.
No.
Like I'm happy with.
I'm happy with most of it, but not all of it.
I'm happy with
whatever.
I'm happy with whatever content gets made around Barn. So there was a question a lot of people have been asking about. Let's say if artists want to make spicier content.
No, that's a daughter. That's sick. That's illegal. I'd find them, and also murder them. Like, game over. Like, that's a death wish, for sure. Like, don't you dare. Don't even think about it. No. But you would? You'd be okay with that?
I said I can't control.
You can't, but...
We can't control what our daughter gets up to.
Darling, yes we can. If somebody like
the fucking camera focus in that exact moment on her. No, wait, watch the fucking camera focus.
Gets up to?
Darling, yes we can.
Oh, the mark on her neck. Oh, she's explained that before. It's to do with the moisturizer she has on her face. It creates rashes on the rest of her body. Don't ask. Even Gant questions.
Yes, Mika. If somebody like draws her like smoking crack or something like that, I swear to Christ. Smoking crack while getting trained, like getting a train.
Why are you saying this on stream? You're just giving them ideas now.
Hopefully they don't feel like doing it anymore. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it's done.
I don't condone it. I just said that I can't control.
I can.
I
can control.
You
it.
can't control.
I can.
She's a different person, honey.
No,
she's her own thing. She's an adult now. She makes her own choices. If you try to control her, all you're gonna do is encourage her more. That's.
You are giving you're giving like people the okay at this moment. You're like
I did not say. I did not say that.
I guess it. No. Also, I have to go to the kombini in a bit. Do you want the coffee from the old man?
Sorry?
Do you want the coffee from the old man, or you don't want any more coffee?
Yes, I would like some coffee from the old man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, no.
Well, guys, difference between mom and dad there. Why is her neck red? She has a rash right now that she is dealing with. So that is why. I think she has allergies of something. This is the most mom and dad discussion.
It actually is. I agree with that.
Look, unlike mom over there, I'm a realist, all right? I know how the internet is. I know how the internet goes, you know? And look, she's 19 as well. She can make her own decisions. She's an adult now. She makes her own decisions. All I can trust is that she only gets up to wholesome things and stuff that her dad would approve of. Open-minded dad. Wait, who are we talking about now? We are talking about the main character for my upcoming anime, I guess. All right, back to 2B Hero X.
That's just fucking funny. I absolutely love that the shared dichotomy there of Gant going like, look, I'm not saying do it, but I'm saying I ain't gonna stop you. Sydney is like, I will find you, I will kill you. Oh no, that focus though on the camera moment, that fucked me up more than it should have, I think. But that was really funny. So there you go, guys. We've got the green light of I need to up my art quality, and then I can draw lewds of. Let's get to drawing the characters having late night fun. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the design is so nice and simple. For her. Like, it is literally just, you draw a normal character and then you can draw the things separated as well, which is really, really charming to me. I think that's actually quite nice. Don't do it, Anakin! You underestimate my power! I can draw you pregnant. I'm pretty sure Sydney would probably cut off my legs if I draw her that character pregnant. I'm gonna say that now. You know what? There's a part of my brain that's just like, I want to see her try. No. My filter's not working as much anymore, I see. God damn it. It doesn't help, by the way. We come out of that and that being really funny, and the first thing we come back to is this fucking goddamn shark girl again. Like, what the fuck was this? I don't even know why we've done this. And why does it look good still? I just don't get it. Is this what Gura looked like? It would look like if she grew up. You did it. I may have done it, but it was not fully my idea. I don't take full fucking fault on this one. I was getting pissed off with the drawing the head positioning, and Clap suggested drawing a hammerhead shark head, and I fucking just did, because haha funny, and it ended up looking good. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, alright? Shit happens. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Okay, so of the pieces we've done, that is definitely the cursed piece. And this one was cursed for a little while. I was drawing the leg off to the side because it just looked like a gigantic penis. I mean, I could draw a gigantic penis here. I wouldn't go amiss. Anyway. My brain's so cooked right now, help me! Oh, no! It's exactly what creator streams are supposed to be about. You do have a point. We've literally, today is the encompassing point of exactly what these streams were intended to be. It's me fucking around with art for a little while. I talked about magic for like half an hour. We watched an anime. It's great. We watched a hot anime guy bounce on it. You remember that? Dude, that... No, you know, the problem with that is it's the same fucking energy as that one GIF that I have saved. The moment I saw it, I got someone to put it on Discord for me, so I could just keep using it. And in case anyone's wondering what fucking GIF I'm even talking about, let's see if I have a place I can post it. That's not gonna potentially get me in too much trouble. That's pornography, I can't post it there. I was hoping that my, my notes Discord, like, bot thingy, would be usable. The last, like, 2 things in it is pornography. Oh no, there's more pornography than those. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad, Chief. I'll post it in general and then I show it on stream. This is literally in my favorites. I only have a handful of favorite GIFs, but it's this one. It's my favorite GIF, man. Anyway. Oh, save me from myself. Milk consume, exactly. Gotta gulp down the milk. Fuck me. Alright, where am I? What way is up? Okay, let's try drawing another pose. I'm not happy with how this one ended up at all. But I don't think I can spend the time to, like, figure it all out. I'm gonna try and plan this one better. Alright, there we go. Let's see, is he taking a shit, a werewolf? Is that a dump truck, a frog? I love this, like, trying to attempt to figure out the fuck I'm doing as I'm going. Alright, let's see. Venom Go, Corruption, Mind Break. Hell yeah. No. Now you make me want to draw that. quite right, is it? Maybe move shoulder here, move the shoulder here, bring it across like that. But then have this like that. Or better yet, like that. Doesn't help that I've not positioned the body correctly. What would be let's see, speaking of, I was so confused the first time I saw these messages before on .NET. What do you mean, like those tags? Oh, okay, no. You know one thing that, like, I'm gonna call out, like, all the random people on the internet that this affects, by the way. Who the fuck sits there and writes some of the shit I see in the comments on, like, hentai sites? There are some words I see that they write that I just, like, I turn off. My brain's like, no, I don't want anything to do with you if you think saying some of these words is ever acceptable. I wish you the best of your life. I want nothing to do with you. I wanted to be, or people asking stuff like that. See, okay, this is where I say, I wish it was me. That's fine. That's funny. I move past. Bit weird sometimes in certain ones. I'll definitely say that. But like, there are certain ones that just, I don't know what leads to your brain accepting that is a thing you can say. One of the worst ones, and I'm not gonna actually properly repeat it because I might get me in trouble saying it. Like, it just, there's specific one or two words that just, I see it so often, and it just turns me off. Yeah, I think it's this back leg is throwing me off. I think the leg needs to come out. Like, how are you supposed to have the pose where this is clearly going down to the ground? I guess it's supposed to maybe be here? Here? And do that angle instead. And then except, like, it's gonna be there? Because what will make it so the ground positioning's that? But then yeah, like I feel like the arm's too long. Right? Like, I think you just genuinely take it as much as you can and raise it. But no, there's a handful of things that it's so weird to me. Like how untouched, or touched is actually the problem, you have to be to write some of the shit I see. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, there's already like a special place for you being someone that owns an account on such a website and thinks leaving comments is like, yeah, I don't know. Who do you think you are sitting there reviewing fucking pornography like that, man? Leaving a fucking review behind. It's like, ah yes, the way she spanked her ass here was absolutely titillating. I'm trying to do too complex of angles, I think. I'm biting myself at the moment. I think that's what's happening. Let's try and do a more basic design. I once saw a small paragraph for a comment, and I was so confused, like, bro, we're not here to review the sex, we're here to work. Exactly. No, it's like mild stuff that confuses me with that stuff, but no, there's one thing that I kept seeing the other day when I was trying to look some reference up for a thing, right? And it just made me so fucking uncomfortable to think that, like, people write that shit and, like, maybe even think that shit. The art, like some sort of connoisseur that spends like 3 billion on a banana strapped to a fucking wall. Yeah. Like, I get it, right? Like, sometimes you see a piece and you're like, damn, that was a really good piece. And I'm not telling you you can't appreciate, right? I'm just gonna say, like, there's surely stuff you can spend your time on better, right? I don't need a 50-page review of why you fapped to something. Alright, full page then. The weirder people that see, porn are like classy, or at least their approaches, and I'm like, bro, it's just boobs on a, yeah. I'm gonna write part of the word, by the way, quickly, so you guys know what I'm fucking talking about. That. I'm gonna take that away. You can look back quickly if you want. That's the word. Like, I see that and I'm just like, that is the most off-putting word in my life that I have ever seen. I cannot understand how people think that's a word to say. Yeah, like, the chest is still just too long. It's supposed to be, like, waist is here. I think his head's too far back a little bit. You can also, like, draw the chest caved in. What do you mean? What? What do you mean caved in? You draw a caved in chest. phone charge, please. There we go. No? Yes? Yes? Oh, I don't think I'd be able to draw something like that at the moment. I'm not too confident in that. Right, with damage? Well, I mean, like, I'm familiar with damage. I'm just, like, not familiar with doing that style. Again, I'm already fucking struggling enough with trying to draw a guy right now. You gotta give me a little bit of credit, okay? Looks like a butler? Why does everything look like a butler to you? I'm actually questioning your sanity on that one. Buddy. You good there? You have a butler fetish, maybe? It really does. How does this look like a butler? Wait, what? Am I having a fucking aneurysm? How does that look like a butler? Probably having a fucking moment. If anything, it looks like a fucking Dragon Ball character to me. For some fucking I think the head's too big is the main thing. The hands are too small, the head's too big. It's kind of traits of Dragon Ball characters. Is that Frieza? That looks like more Frieza than anything. Alright. Oh, I need to stop, because I'm just not drawing to the quality I should be. Solution, Dollahan, fair. Oh, dude, I saw a fucking little comic thingy the other day about the Dollahan, which made me burst out in stitches, which is just like a Dollahan harassing a person constantly, that they liked. And then just like keeps throwing their window up to, like their head up to the window, floating outside it for a bit, annoying them. One time threw it just a little too hard, smashes through the window, lands on their lap, and both of them are like, what the fuck? And then the mother comes in and it's like, oh, finally, and then leaves. And just them sitting there like, what the fuck just happened? Hell yeah, exactly. I need to boot camp a couple of things at some point. Game dev's the big one that I'm trying to boot camp at the moment. But I feel like I could do some boot camp around like art, I think. I don't think that would go amiss. Dollahan's keep him, to get your attention, I'm keeping them. Fair. Oh. So. I see let's see. Wow, I'm so glad that delivery has progressed so far, in terms of it hasn't. I did see a couple of ideas tossed in yesterday into that other channel, by the way. I know at least one of them was full meme answer, and one of them was actually... not too bad. I actually have an idea of that in mind. So I might just talk about some of that again today, eh? Just pandering for ideas. Ugh. You know what, fuck it. For a little bit, I'm going to... Just because this one's the funniest one from today, I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to fucking do some other stuff on the other side of the screen. So it still looks like we've got art at least going. It's just funny art. Will I have a moment? Oh, God. imagine bones crack and you just hear screaming and tumble to the ground. You'd be surprised how often I typically mute before that happens. I mean, no, it never happens. Never happens. Right, yeah, I did all that fine. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there's not really much in there though. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my brain's like really just not here fully right this moment, and I'm just trying to think the best way to progress with things. I think this is the reason I don't tend to do like mass sketches at once, by the way, is I'm like kind of just burnt out with art for a moment. Because like, I feel like the problem I have is I keep trying to get faster and faster when I do consecutive sketches like this, that I progressively have my quality go further and further down. And eventually I'm just getting to a point where I'm like producing fucking garbage in my eyes, and it's like not, then that frustrates me more. Oh, well. Yeah. What do I have here overall? Oh, I had something I shouldn't have been showing. Okay. Ugh. I don't know why this one just makes me chuckle more than it should. It's just very funny to me. Okay. Fuck hell. I need to probably, like, set up more things to do on these streams. I swear. Because I burn through activities really fast nowadays. Should, film, New Pride, that's me of that sketch, hell yeah. Oh, what is... what is something I could work on right now, or think about, or talk about in general? Oh. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm genuinely trying to search through anything as well that I've been thinking about that because like I want to stress, I know there's things I don't add to my list that I'm like, oh, I want to go work on these or I want to talk about these things. And they just don't stick. And I'm like really upset with myself right now. How's the ASMR going? I have not gotten more done on that at the moment, admittedly. It's still like partly edited up. I need to re-record certain sections of it, and then outside of that, finish the art piece for it. And that's about it, really. Like, it's actually gotten quite far along, all things considered. Like, it's something that it's like, in a day I could finish it. Like, everything that's needed with it is, like, set up. Like, that's the... That's the, like, fun with it. The, oh, what was the other thing? There was the... What's it called? Fucking what was it called? The, oh, I'm actually, like, fully blanking right now. Dubbed comic. The dubbed comic thing. That hasn't progressed at all. That's fucking... Nothing's basically happened there. I will openly admit to that. Because that one's just... It's so fucking much that needs to be done for it. I need to, like, I need to finish the storyboarding for it. I would need to... And, like, getting all the art done for it, it's just, it, like, I've drafted a bunch of stuff for it to figure out what it is. That shit gonna take me, like, years to do if I go at the pace I can allow for right now. Aside from that, though, sorry, I just saw something that this is funny. Yeah, are you guys ready for something funny? Alright, well that's on screen. Let me process. What do I need to do? Oh, it's just programming stuck in my head at the moment, right? And that's the other problem, is I've been spending so much time on that. My... Boo! They boo him for they know he speaks the truth. Old meme? Fuck you! I'm old. I like old memes. It's like, dang, well, I haven't pulled out the fucking Minions memes, alright? I'll do it. Don't fucking test me. Don't fucking test me, you little shit. Ugh. Gotta love it. You've encountered a wild Sans EU fan? Hell yeah. How's it going? Do your worst. No, I don't want to actually pull up the Minions memes. They anger me as well. Oh, dude, I've loved looking at, like, okay, I love and hate looking at, some of the other gacha games out there at the moment, right? Because the styles that some of them have are gorgeous and beautiful, and I'm like, damn, why can't we have these in, like, other games as well? One game that, like, surprises me how much they keep improving every time I look over at it is, the Withering Waves. Like, that game came out and it was very gorgeous looking, and I played it, like, for a couple of days, I think? Because I wanted to see it, right? And yeah, no, like, I look over every once in a while, fuck, that game just keeps getting better looking. The characters they do, the animations they do, it's very impressive. But, yeah, no, I mean, I'm stuck with fucking Star Rail, right? So. I wonder what would be an interesting Star Rail kit, based on what exists in the game. Look, I love everything they do, and I like how creative they are, so I never think of, like... Okay, so I've talked about this before. Any game I play or interact with, I often, like, do theory crafting for, like, what would I make if I was allowed the opportunity, right? Is always how my argument goes. Which means that it needs to stick within a realm of acceptable design from external perspective being done internally. So yeah, I am very restrictive with my own, like, magical ideas of what do I think are good and all that, right? And Star Rail's a game I don't think I come up with any character designs for, because, like, they do weird enough shit as it is. I can't think of something to add. Like, fuck, the fact that they added a goddamn character that's literally a final boss. With, Final, right? His ult literally removes all of the other characters from your team from the game, gives him a giant health bar, gives him ultimate moves as his basic abilities, and then just freezes all buffs that are active on him in time, so he just retains a buff that would only be for one turn normally. Now, admittedly, I do feel bad because apparently he's not actually that strong, which I don't really care because, again, rule of thumb I have is pull for the characters I like. Secondary would be nice to get characters that are good occasionally. That's always a big thing. But yeah, like Magic, I can think of cards, because I can think of weird and wacky ideas that fit within its context, the context they have. That's the thing that fascinates me. What do I plan on doing soon? This. Again, the problem I have is most of my fucking notes are in a goddamn notebook, not in, like, digital space. Where is that notebook, actually? I think it's in my bag. Ugh! There we are. Alright. I actually had to get a new fucking notebook. I'm nearly out of pages. Shit! I'm not happy about that. What do I have here? That's right. Yeah, I do need to work on those things. Oh, you know what we could do some work with for a bit is the song that I've been writing. As much as I kind of want to keep it secret, I wouldn't actually mind working a little bit on it on stream to get some ideas going. Because, again, at the end of the day, y'all will be the ones listening to it, right? Sock? What? Sock? What? Sock? I mean, sock. What? Let me pull up the lyrics for it. I heard sock, fair. That one. Song, yeah, song. I actually have it written down somewhere, so like outside of this thing that I'm doing it in. So let's make a new document and work on it. You're gonna see me copy and pasting from the thing that I'm writing it in, over here, and we can look at it for a bit. Let's see. Good morning, it's 6 AM, it is 10 AM, and yikes. How dare you wake up at a stupid time like that? Who would do that? Don't look up the time I woke up, by the way. May have been 3 AM. Someone's making a lot of noise outside. I just hold up this. Let me know if you want me to zoom the text in, because I'm pretty sure it's really hard to read for you guys, right? Especially knowing that it's on the side of the screen that I'm in the way of. Need a bigger Valkyrie? That's fair. She stares into your soul. Do you have a melody? Not... I have a tone, I have a pace, I have stuff like that. I'm not competent enough to figure out the rest. I'm not musically literate. I'm writing a damn song because I am creative and weird. That is as far as I go. If I recall correctly, I think let me pull it up. So, tempo was sitting at, let me put it all up the top. Quirk, yeah. Quirky. He's quirky with it. So the ideas were potentially either A minor or F minor. Let's see. Style. Sitting in. How do I best describe the fucking style? Gothic pop? Like dark cherry pop / gothic pop, I guess? Style brain damage, that's probably not wrong. Like that's the main stuff. Alright. How about I move it to this side of the screen so it's a little bit easier to see. And we bring the sharkery over. To look above me in my penance. There we go. And let me zoom in the text a bunch. Is that readable? Do I need to zoom it in more? I wouldn't be surprised if I do. Now, if you ever look left or left up, you're sus. You mean like this? Huh? On phone. That's fair. Go here. This should be somewhat readable at that stage, even. Let's see. Can I read it like that? It's readable. I could zoom in. So I don't think you miss out on much. Unless yeah, we go. Yeah, no, we don't miss out on anything by scrolling like that. Alright. This is the thing for it all. Again, I don't expect that the song will be made for a while. I just like working on it from time to time, and it just came into mind as something to work on right now. Okay. I mean, it's not like I need to show more at once than like this. This is pretty adequate to what we need, so having it bigger just makes it easier. I'm still, again, I'm not good with this stuff here. This is stuff that, like, based on everything I was seeing and based on suggestions, this is what I was going with, like this key and the tempo. I'm not sure, and that's why, like, I write it this sort of way, is because this is what I was seeing made sense to me. Nimure nai yoru ni kimi wo miteta. You reached for the stars, but they all fell away. Lend me your wings, my dear. Just one step and the pain will fade. You've waited long for someone's hand. A silent stage, an empty stand. I've watched you try, I've watched you break. Now I come to share your ache. The world was cruel, it turned aside. But I can see the flame you hide. Don't be afraid to lose control. You're safe within my hold. Let's see, hell yeah, I don't understand a thing, but reading the beginning whispers in Japanese makes me cringe a little, hell yeah. I mean, it's the whole section there, the intro is supposed to be whisper, like more Japanese, like not, it is all whispered, really. right? Like, it's supposed to be... The overall theme of this is to be very, like, romantic and empowering on the surface. Keep that in mind. Should I... Do you want the translations for the Japanese lines, or do you... I can put the translations there. Just put it... italicized. What was the other bit I had? I think it was like... I know something. Kimito. Here it is. I know Yume Kimito. Just one step prepared to fail. It needs to be faster than that, right? Okay, I gotta go to sleep. Catch you later, devil. Have a good sleep. Have good dreams. Have good rest. Sorry, I had to tab away. Let me catch up a little. You're all good, Jin. Short answer is to catch you up. So I have a song I've been writing for like years that I occasionally work on, and for some reason my brain's wanting to work on it right now. Which I try and not do it on stream because I would like it to be a fucking surprise when it's done. So y'all know what the fuck it is, but I'm also not fucking competent in doing music. So I'm now fishing for advice while I work on it. Get it fishing because of the fucking shark woman next to me. Maybe I should draw more monster women again. Juniper, my beloved. I love this music, by the way, is like going in the background while this is very not what the song's gonna sound like. 6 a.m. is late for me. I miss my morning prayer. I mean, wait, is it you've stayed up till 6 a.m.? That's fucking late. That's... Okay, that's pretty bad. See, I wake up at like 3 a.m. and it's like 10 a.m. now. And I'm probably gonna... honestly, realistically, probably today, I need to force myself to fall asleep after stream and not fuck around like I keep doing. Because I'm just not as productive the last couple of days. I think the chorus needs to be tweaked. Because I liked it. This was the first thing I wrote for the song. This was the first, like, foundational idea. I think the chorus is too clunky still. What do you guys think on this one? Have you ever danced with a demon in pale moonlight? I can grant that wish for you. So come dance with me. Come dance with me. Come dance with me. Dance in the pale moonlight. Come dance with me. Come dance with me. Dance the night away. You are brimming with desires, so let it out. Come Come down to me, come down to me. Dancing in the light. Come down to me, come down to me. Dance the night away. Alright. Again, it's probably not the tempo and everything that I need to move the song to, but that's just literally the foundation of what the song was when I first wrote it. That's why I'm like, I might need to change the chorus. Because it just feels a little clunky by comparison to the rest of the writing now, I feel. Lullaby. Well, I mean, that's the point of it, right? Is it supposed to be very whispered, tender, romantic, like, again, like all these core words that I could use to describe it. Loving, I guess, as well, right? But that's why I think, because I'm probably gonna have to up the tempo, I think it is, for it. Again, like, I can tap this tempo out, I can do all of that, I can kinda hit these notes and work within these ranges. I'm still not confident with it, and it's one of those things that I would love to work on more, but it's just really fucking hard. Especially when I'm so, like, unsure of myself still, right? Forget the noise, forget the gaze. The world won't miss another face. I'll teach you your soul to breathe again. Just take my hand and say my name. Yeah, I don't like that. That's gotta change. The tempoing. This is, again, the problem. I fucking write the lines, then I'm like, how do I make that work? And then I try, and then I fail, and then I rewrite the lines, and then I try, and then I fail. I fucking suck. Come on, shark waifu. Explain to me what I need to do. Carrying scars no eyes can see. There's a little vein lean on me. This dream will never fade or fall. You found your stage, you hadn't grown. How I'd want it to be. Because, like, again, this I really like. I just don't know how to... I thought it was a Warframe. No, you all know what that is, Jin. That's straight up, I drew a fucking... I was doing sketch art of characters, of just, like, poses. I couldn't get the head right, and then the suggestion was to draw a hammerhead fucking shark on it. That's what I did. Woke up at 6 AM. I should have woken up at 4 AM. Oh, that's what you meant by the late thing. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. You slept in by like an additional 2 hours. Gotcha, Chief. Also, Jin, how far in the fucking pass are you? God damn! I feel like... Aha, it's fine. I guess you're tapping in and out, right? It's probably what it is, mainly, based on what you were saying. No, it's, yeah, this heart's Gura, but she grew up. This is what Gura would eventually look like. I did stay up to 4 AM yesterday because I reached the dorm at midnight, so it was more reliable. Nah, that's fair. What is going on? Fucking... That's a wild question to ask at this point. Music, dumb drawing, and me, like, crashing out. Because I don't know how to do music. And even though I'm trying to write it, I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. I hate being weird, wacky, and creative in the ways I am. Meanwhile, I'm listening to bloody Doom music. What a, like, I need to change the music, I think, at this point. We need to, like, have something a little bit more chill. Because I think it's stressing me out. There's something else to play. Hmm. Go with that. Alright. Sorry for having a weird convo. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. I'm the problem at the moment. Oh god, that's loud. Okay. What is what I need to work on with this? If you give me a sheet, I can try using a piano downstairs. That's the problem, Jin. I don't even have that. I have the lyrics, I have the tempo, and I have the fucking keys, and that's about it. I don't have actual lyrics written, or like anything other than that written down. That's why I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Because I'm a fucking idiot, and I'm not confident in this field, and I don't know why I want to write a fucking song when I'm not good at this shit. But I want to write a song! Literally these here, these details, that's the closest you get to what is outside of lyrics is what I've got. It's the style, the key, and the tempo. That is all. And I'm not even sure that those are going to be the final things because, like... I don't know. To be fair, I probably do want, like, piano work in this, long term. Where am I looking? Yeah. It's like, I think the list of instruments that I was playing around with, because I probably want piano. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see, I'll just change the fucking song that we're listening to. See if I can find something slightly better. And within the scope of what we've got here. Alright, we'll go with that. Alright, not good at this. Here's the cheat code to getting better. Practice through the cringe. Well, I mean, that's the point. That's why I'm working at this. Right. Like, I'm forcing myself to get better at it because I want to do it. I really want to do my own fucking song. I have like 2 or 3 songs in my head. This is the only one that's got like more than just, I want to do a song with that idea in it. And like maybe 1 or 2 lines. We've got like theoretically a shitty fucking SketchUp of all of the lyrics. Again, very subject to change. They get changed every time I fucking read this shit. Pretty much. Anyway. It's skipping ahead, so I scrolled back minutes, tried to catch up. That's fair. You're officially the first person I talked to who attempted to write music. That's fair. Yeah, it's... like, it's one of those things. I've talked about this. This is the whole point of, like, the karaoke shit that we do. Well, I do, I should say. Is that I want to get better at singing. I have enjoyed singing since I was a kid. I just was, like, never... I was pushed in a way and had a childhood that basically meant that I didn't sing. I always liked the idea of singing, though. And it will always be a part of me to want to sing more. So, the idea of wanting to make my own song is like a very long-term goal since I was a kid, even. To an extent. So, I'd love to do it. But that's why, like, what's going to likely be the course of action is I'm going to do more karaokes. I'm gonna do a cover, or like 3 probably is the better one. Do 3 different covers at like good production level and everything, as best I can. And then we'll do probably an original song after that. Because in that point in time, I probably have built up enough confidence that I'm not gonna have like a panic attack while trying to fucking sing it and like set up all the details for it. And I'll have a bit more experience with the process of doing it all. But nonetheless, though, me working on this is like, again, it's a progressive thing. I'll always keep working on it. Up until the point where I'm like, I've done it. Because I really enjoy the idea of it. And it'll feel like a fucking very euphoric moment when this gets released. If it ever gets released, admittedly. And see you and me. I thought that dream could light away. Take me higher, take me away. Be my savior, take me away. Maybe I should not be listening to music with lyrics in it while I'm trying to write lyric stuff. The problem is, I was also talking about this on stream the other day, is that the concept of the song has definitely been influenced by, was it Deco 27? A lot. Right? It's like, the song is always supposed to be, very, like, if you actually read into it, very bittersweet. Definitely more on the darker side, though. Now it is substantially more on the darker side, but it is written very... like lovingly on the front end of it. What is just some fucking BGM that I could put on that's like pretty low end. We had this the other day, this will be fine. Because I like, again, the core things to take away from this is I really like how, like, Iron Mouse sings, right? I like Iron Mouse, I like Addo, like, those are the two probably artists that influence how I want to sing the most. You could also argue technically how, and I'm blanking on her name, but they did the Robin songs for Star Rail. Very much that sort of thing as well. But the way the song is very influenced by kind of Addo and Deco 27. I think that's probably the best way to look at it, because like I do want to do some like harmonious layering and shit, which yes, I know words, I guess, but that's why we've got this all as an attempt. So that's why I'm like kind of pulled it up at the moment and going like, hey, anyone that fucking wants to put in their 2 cents of how they would suggest aspects of things or the lyrics that they think feel not great. Back to Harvest Moon music, if you don't want lyrics, that's honestly probably not a bad shout, honestly. No, not playlist. I need a singular song that has as much of it in there as what possible. There we go. But yeah, so we've got like, and as Clap said earlier, yes, I do have a little bit of Japanese in here. There's 2 lines of Japanese in here to just kind of like, when I was writing, it felt right to add some. I'm not sure if they come off well, or if they are just too aggressively cringy, or if maybe I need to have more than just 2 lines. These are the things I'm not sure about, and why I'm like opening the floor at the moment to discussion. And I genuinely mean, as long as you're fucking not being an ass, I'm actually quite willing for any suggestions right now, because I'm fucking lost and my brain's stuttering. So I'm trying to do something. Nirumu nai yoru ni kimi wo miete ta. And we just added the, in brackets, in, like, italic, this is the English for it. This is what it would roughly mean. Now, again, this is an argument. I could do the whole damn song in Japanese. Would that be worth it? Probably not. Because that would be a lot of things. Let me find the song. I mean, if you've got a song that I can use as kind of like an idea for it, because again, this is all I've got. And I'm not saying that this is hard locked in rules. I'm just saying this is what I have currently based on what I could find. I think it was like 125 to 135 tempo speed was what I was saying for BPM. That was like the kind of suggested range for what I'm aiming for. And then what I was experiencing based on suggestions from, again, people that know what they're talking about, to have a more, like, romanticized sort of song, sweeter sort of song, you kind of want, I think it was the F sharp minor sort of range. Like, this is probably the range I want to aim for, with my singing, at least. Because again, the idea of this song is, loosely speaking, to kind of lure, okay. Again, not going too far into it, because again, there is supposed to be some subjective charm to this with, I'm not telling you what to feel or understand, you kind of have to experience it. What you need to know is that this is a story being told from a demon's perspective, or well, a demonic creature's perspective, towards an individual in their dream, that this individual has very clearly wanted to do dancing for their entire life and never has been given the opportunity. And it is an opportunity to enable that dream. That is what you kind of need to see, because that's there'll be some visuals. I'm going to have a couple of, like, key pieces to show with this. That will be the main thing to take away from it. There's a reason why, again, the chorus, while it's clunky and could use some work, is kind of the foundation of the song from the origin point of, have you ever danced with it? So, have you, like, again, this is the original way it was sung, not what I fully intend, but have you ever danced with a demon in pale moonlight? I can grant that wish for you, so come dance with me. Come dance with me, come dance with me, dance in the pale moonlight. Come dance with me, come dance with me, dance the night away. You're brimming with desires, so let them out. Come dance with me, come dance with me, dance in the pale moonlight. Come dance with me, come dance with me, dance the night away. The fact that I can do that still so easily off the top of my head shows how long I've been working on it. Like I said, this has been actual years that I have played around with this idea. So that is the chorus. That is the thing that I'm tempted to change a little bit, but nonetheless does set the idea of what the song is. That's why I have, like, notes about here. Emotionally brighter, almost inspiring this bit here. You've carried scars no eyes could see, so let them fade and lean on me. This dream will never fade or fall. You've found your stage you couldn't call. Right? And, like, the bridge here, into the final chorus thing. It's like, sleep, sleep my love, the world can wait. The morning only brings you pain. Here your tears will never fall, here you'll always hear my call. Eno yumi kimito. The opening lyrics I can hear in the Blessing by Sorby opening music notes. I'm gonna get in trouble, let's go. Let's see, Blessing... I just listened to, like, the beginning, like you said. Hmm. Let me lend your wings, my dear. Just one step, the pen will fade. Nimurai yori ni kimi wo mita. Nimurenai yori ni kimi wo miteta. Hmm. 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 I see what you kind of mean. I do see what you kind of mean. Yeah. You reached for stars, but you fell away. Let me lend your wings, my dear. Hmm. Would I paste that right? Feels a little clunky, but I'm just not familiar with it all. I am no lyrical genius. I barely can do art. And I can do programming. These are the things I'm good at. Okay. Nimu renai yoru ni kimi wo miteta. Because that all needs to be... barely is an understatement? What the fuck you mean? You're making my eyes water the same way. For breakfast, I wish you the best. All good. Catch you later, Jen. Have a good breakfast. I actually probably might just finish up early today. Like on the 4-hour marker, maybe. Because I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm fucking all over the place at the moment. Nimurenai yori ni kimi wo miteta. You reach for the stars, but they fell away. Let me lend you wings, my dear. Just one step and fade and fade. Maybe. It has been years, no rush. Oh, it's like, it's one of those things of, it's been years working on this, and it's also minimum probably a year away from even being an attempt, right? Fly me to the moon, I feel you'd do amazing. My god. I forgot about that song. Because that's like Frank Sinatra or something, right? Yeah, here we go. Count Bass and Frank Sinatra. Yeah. God, I need to re-listen to get like all of the things for it. You have the voice for it, not gonna lie. I have a very strange singing voice. To me, in some regards, because it leans itself, when I give it more power, it leans itself to moving in the direction of more of a stage play voice. Which is why I also think there is a very possible chance to move towards opera with it. However, I also have enough weird voice control range where I have been told I could do heavy metal. And I find that fucking hysterical, because I don't have a problem with that. I think that'd awesome. Be awesome to do. But I can say what I tell game developers: you can shelve it and do something shorter and easier to gain the experience of the full cycle, then come back to finish your passion project with the larger EXP. That feels like your magnum opus songs. You want to tell a specific message. Yeah, that's a very accurate way of looking at it, Jin. Like, again, this is why I say long term the goal is to do a few covers before I work on this actually properly. Like, I will work on covers, I'll try and do them to a decent degree, get a little bit more experience in that field, and then just straight up, boom. I'll do that. That's why, again, the karaoke's working on that sort of stuff, but like, we'll do a couple of actual covers at some point, we'll do that, and then we'll eventually have this. It's either this song or this song gets delayed and another one of the songs that I want to work on gets put forward first. It fully depends on the opportunities. Also, if doing covers can connect you with... That's the other thing as well, right? Is like, if I do covers, there's a chance that I could then potentially reach out and talk with other individuals in that sphere that are much more competent. And they would be able to give me the advice or assistance that I'm potentially needing right now. That, like, is done correctly. Because, like, I do have another song, right? And again, this one's one that's, like, very early days. There's the core concept, and there's a couple of lyrics for it. The difference is why I don't work on that one is because it is a duet. It requires two characters to be singing. Now, whether or not I sing both characters, or I sing one character and get someone else to sing the other, that's the debate point, but that's the point with that song. So I don't work on that one, because I kind of would almost like to see if I could talk to someone for that. Like, my 2 cents can help. It really did, and having another song to kind of like use as a tempo base, potentially. Again, Yasobi's amazing, so I probably should look at Yasobi more often for things. Because like I said, most of the time I'm looking at Addo with music at the moment. Have Devil sing it. Hell yeah. No, it's gonna be a fucking weird song to sing, because it is a really, again, this was even before Deco 27 was involved. I've always written my like, the idea of writing the music and writing stories, I've almost always got like an undecided, demented part to them. I always like my, like, very deep stories that can be read at surface layer and be okay, but then you read into it and you're like, that's probably not okay. I mean, fuck, the goddamn last line of this thing is literally, come dance with me forever. Like, motherfucker, that's as very clear as I can get. Shit's dark. A dream too sweet to fade to grey. Yeah. Your heart beats once, then drifts away. A dream's too sweet to fade to grey. Come dance with me forever. I don't know if I like this. It's always how I've wanted to end it, but I'm not sure I'm happy with how this ends. Like, I still think it's, like, a little off. Want a song to make you think? Barry, I'll do it. DM it. Hell yeah. Again, I'm always for advice on this. That's why I'm showing it. Like I said, it's probably gonna change a fuckload before y'all see it again anyway, so that's fine. The moonlight crowns your... yeah. The moonlight crowns your trembling steps. Each breath a prayer, stars the sun have kept. Your heart beats once and drifts away. But darling, that's just how we stay. In dreams the cruel world cannot find, tears you're left so far behind. The night will sing, the dawn waits, just dance and seal your fate. Maybe. Let's see. I see Will Stetson as one of them, so I know them. I'd assume you know it. I know the Will Stetson stuff, because I listen to Will Stetson from time to time. Again, you wanna... see if I can find it. This stuff. You wanna see something funny? So, I've talked before how I tend to listen to music at the moment when I'm doing my work. Let me... I have to do something weird for this. Switch account, switch to my private account. And then... see if we can find the... because I literally just go down and there you are. This is literally how I listen to music. Is I literally click on the YouTube mix nowadays. And I go from... and I just let it autoplay. And that's how you can see everything I listen to very frequently. Can I can't open it up, like, bigger. I hate the mix so much. It works so well for me. Because it means I don't have to look over anymore and it just plays random shit that I have listened to. So we've got Deco, we've got fucking Mani, more Deco, Kanata, Mani, Deco, Mani, Gobo, Deco, fucking Hatsune Miku stuff, Vocaloid, I guess. Or Deco, which yes, technically is Hatsune Miku, by the way, I know. And then Addo's normally in there as well. New songs just pop up on my homepage and it works out for me. The thing with me is the reason I say that is because this is what my fucking actual, like, this is what my YouTube looks like. It's so all over the place, music doesn't turn up. Right? Because it's games, it's people that I watch, it's VTubers, it's anime, it's fucking everything. Yes, by the way, you're actually seeing what what I watch. Kind of from all of this. Like, God, the amount of magic shit you see here. It's fucking a lot. It's a lot. So I don't get music like that unless I use my YouTube music, which I only use on my phone. I don't use it on my computer as much. So I just, yeah, I click on mix and I leave it at that. Because it would just keep playing music for wherever long. And I can just tab out and work. And zone the fuck out while doing it. Which works well for me. This is my pride and joy from today, I swear. Alright, I think I'm probably gonna finish up shortly. Like I said, I'm feeling it today, huh? I'm just, I had like the energy for 2 hours and then it just fucking fell apart. Goddamn looking at that drawing. You feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I am feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it? Are you? Sorry. Sorry, that's yeah. God damn it. Alright, is mayonnaise an instrument? There you are. Ooh, I'll draw that later. All right, there we go. Yeah, no, I'm gonna fucking go lie down and maybe eat something and maybe I don't fucking know. I will figure out a little bit more cohesion for next art stream, because we do have another art stream as the next stream, not tomorrow, day after, you know, the normal drill. Then we get to go back to funny game. But yeah, I think that is everything. So, with that being the case, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Cohesion, we don't need that. That's fair. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You're awesome. Stay awesome. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.